Sure. Like I said, I'm told by talented. Doors up there. Hands on the handlebars down like this.
Whichever you prefer is fine.
I'll compromise.
Okay, just spell your first and last name and give your position.
Victor Young, Victoryoung, Senior Pastor, Fountain of Life Bible Church.
Okay, so what are you guys doing next weekend?
All right, we're leaving on the 10th. We're going to leave here at the church. Anybody in Tri-Cities is welcome to go. But it's headed up by our motorcycle ministry. We're leaving at 8 o'clock on the 10th to go to Washington, D.C. On the 10th, we will stop and spend the night in Harrisonburg. On the 11th, we'll ride on into Washington, D.C. to try to hook up with the call out for 2 million bikers in response to the 1 million Muslim march. And then we'll come back on the 20th.
Explain to me this Muslim march. What is this?
Well, in the United States, we can worship any way we want to, and I absolutely would die for that right for anybody. It's not a matter of Islam worship. It's a matter of disrespect on that particular day on 9/11. That's the day that so many Americans were tragically killed by Islamic terrorists. I have been to Shanksville, Pennsylvania, where Todd Beamer and so many on that flight fought and literally ran that plane into the ground and gave their lives to keep it from crashing into Washington, D.C. The last words that Todd Beamer said on that flight was, "Let's roll." And so that's what we want to do. We want to roll into Washington, D.C. They can worship any way they want to. I used to be a professor of cults and religions. They can worship any way they want to and have that right. It's just on that day it's disrespectful, making themselves out to be the victims when all Americans were the victims.
Why are they doing this?
It is just, in my opinion, the reason why they are doing it is to bring notice to their cause, to their situation, and try to rewrite history, a type of reconstructionism. But we will not forget what happened on that day in 9/11. People from every race, every ethnicity died tragically. A lot of heroism was exemplified that day, and that type of patriotism. All of America was victimized that day. We have lost our ability to go anywhere in peace and freedom. We can't even kiss our children goodbye in the morning and send them off to school without wondering in the back of our minds if there might be some type of Islamic terrorist. So all of us in the United States were victimized. It's very disrespectful for them to do that protest, making themselves out to be the victims on September 11th.
Why is it important for people from this region to participate in this ride?
I don't think it's just a matter of people from this region. We are kind of sending out the call to bikers in this region to join with us, to ride up there, to make our presence and patriotism seen and felt and known. I think it's people from all over the United States. This 2 million call for bikers is reaching out all over the United States. And we're just wanting to represent our part of the world right here in the mountains of East Tennessee.
What's the message you really want to convey?
The message we want to convey is the fact that all Americans were victims that day. That day in American history is sacred. This is one time that more Americans were lost because of an attack on America than any other time and one terrorist attack in the United States. We need for this nation to realize and daily to remember what happened, to cherish our freedoms, to be able to go and come and to realize that a certain amount of our freedom was robbed from us on September the 11th.
Bikers are so active, involved in a lot of causes. Why is that?
I think it's the whole philosophy of a biker. The ability to have your knees in the breeze, to be free, to go and come, that sense of having control of your destination, your destiny, if you will. And I think, well, just like I'm riding an Indian and a Harley, these are machineries that represent patriotism, America, and freedom.
How many people are you hoping to have join you?
That's a good question. I'd like to see at least a couple hundred join us to ride up.
When was the last time you did a big ride?
Goodness, we're always doing rides. I'd say the last ride we did was about 2 years ago on Washington, D.C., and we called it the Paul Revere Ride.
Okay, was that like a Tea Party type deal?
That was the Tea Party. We joined with the Tea Party. A lot of bikers from across America joined together to join the the representation of the Tea Party in Washington, D.C., and we've called it the Paul Revere Ride.
So it's been about 2 years since you've done a really big long ride like that. So
Exactly.
it's kind of about time, you think?
Yes, it is about time for another ride. Our ministry, Fountain of Life Motorcycle Ministry, is very active on behalf of veterans and veterans causes, and we're always riding and representing our veterans.
Okay, great.